Well, I hope everybody can hear me. Welcome. We're glad that you all are here today. My name is Bill Estes, and I'm the Vice President for University Advancement. And as such, among other things, it's my pleasure to work with our athletic program here at the University of West Georgia. Last summer, when Dr. Morrell came on board, he and Coach Dickey and I sat down and had a long conversation about where we thought the direction of athletics ought to go. We wanted to be sure that we formulated a plan to build upon his vision to make the University of West Georgia the best comprehensive college in the country. And we think that what we're going to do today is going to help us take another step towards that. So without further ado, let me introduce the seventh president of the University of West Georgia, Dr. Kyle Morrell.
Good afternoon. This is an exciting time. I tell you, from the day that I joined you, July 1, I was looking forward to this day to know that it was the next steps in what would be happening here at our institution. A future in which we know will be bright, a future where we know athletics is a key part of that. As Daryl and Bill and I began to work together, we knew that in the future for us in the next 3 to 5 years, athletics will continue to grow at this institution. There's strategies along those ways, benchmarks that we will hit, but I would tell you this step that we are taking today is fundamental to the success. I have to thank our athletic director, our full-time athletic director, Daryl Dickey, for his great work and his success this season, a great team that he's handing off, and a great legacy. And the success of our program, the compliance of our program, the success of student athletes are because of his tremendous, tremendous leadership. So, Daryl, I want to publicly thank you.
All right.
Well, as Bill said, strategic plans are really important to me. And actually, I spent part of the day with the committee today. Our number one strategic imperative is student success. And student success transcends just the classroom, but the experience they have here on this campus. And our student athletes are such a prime example of what can be accomplished when people work together within a team atmosphere. What I love, what I cherish about this coach that we're bringing in today is that he is focused on the success of our students. As I talked to Daryl and Bill when we had the press conference back in August, when we said we were moving this direction, I said I've asked of Daryl as the head of athletics that number one, our students will be successful not only on the field, but also in the classroom, that they will progress and they will complete their degrees. Well, our coach today has a track record of that success. Then I also said the imperative is with the athletic program that we will build a winning tradition. Our coach that we have here today has a history of a winning tradition, and we'll be bringing it here. At UWG, we are family. We are family together. We are all wolves. And today we have a new member of our family that are coming to join us. Rebecca and beautiful two boys, Trip and Pete, are just over there. Rebecca's parents, Renee and David Randall. Welcome to our family. Welcome. And Will, goodness gracious. If you know what this community, I tell you, the last 4.5 months for Jane and me has been tremendous. This community will embrace you. They will love you. They'll tell you what to do and what not to do, but they will be here for you. It is an incredible community in Carrollton, and it is an incredible, incredible institution of which you are joining. We are blessed, and I can tell you, you are blessed. It's going to be a great place. And, you know, I have to hear Fred give me a wolf howl, otherwise today won't be complete. So, Wolf, or Fred, I need one, all right? I wanted the wolf howl, Fred. There's no opera parts. Give me a wolf. Give me a ooh. All right. Very good.
That's actually amazing, Paul.
Oh, that's all. Well, we'll finish before anything shows up. Well, without further ado, and because I'm sure I'm done, I hand it now to our athletic director, our former football coach, who is going to lead us to the future, Mr. Darrell Dickey.
Thanks, Fred. You gave me a real easy thing to follow there, buddy. I appreciate that. So, my remarks will be brief, but I think it's at this point in time, our coach certainly deserves it, and a little bit of explanation about how we got to this point in time. So, please bear with me. So, first of all, I want to thank everybody for coming today. What a great turnout. We certainly appreciate that, and appreciate you coming today and showing your support. There's several people that I need to thank as we went through this process that certainly committed a lot of time and a lot of effort into that. First of all, the person that we have to thank above everybody else is our president, Dr. Marrero, for this place, for this opportunity, for your leadership, and most of all for just being here. We're really excited about you and your leadership. Thank you very much. Dr. Estes, this committee was formed long before the football season started. I was busy at practice, busy developing game plans and getting the football team ready to play. So Bill chaired our committee in my absence. And Bill, thank you so much for your leadership and for spearheading that committee and all the many hours of meetings and everything that y'all went through and all the resumes y'all poured over. Thank you for your leadership. Members of the search committee dedicated a lot of time, sacrificed a lot of their personal time. As I said, Bill conducted a lot of meetings, a lot of resumes that were poured over, and a lot of time that was sacrificed for. So for the members of the search committee, we greatly appreciate your time and effort. Lastly, to our entire athletic family, to coaches, staff members, student athletes, thank you for what you do. Thank you for who you are. We appreciate your sacrifices. I know, as Dr. Marrero said, our commitment to faith, family, and education above academics, above athletics, is where we're at, and we certainly appreciate all of your efforts and everything you do. Let me briefly talk a little bit about the process. First of all, I will say that we as a search committee were very, very pleased with this process. The candidate pool was outstanding. This job was highly sought after. You should know that, and we should all be very proud of that, of what we've established and the recognition that is out there, not only regionally but also across the country. Our candidate pool was outstanding, and again, this job was highly sought after. The pool was very diverse in nature, okay, very broad in spectrum, okay, and also from multiple levels of competition. So with that said, again, we were very pleased with that. Our objective was very simple, to find the best fit for our football program, the best fit for our university, and the best fit for our community. We did not want the search, another objectives, we did not want the search to linger long after the season. We felt it was really, really important to move quickly as we established our candidates. Okay, once we had a solid target, again, to move as quickly as possible to secure our coach. As the regular season began to come to a close, it became very apparent that Coach Hall was our leading candidate. As we began to look closely at his credentials, this is what we found. We found that Coach Hall is a football lifer. He's been around football all his life. He is somebody who has achieved at a very high level as a player. Coach Hall is a Harlan Hill winner, Harlan Hill Trophy winner for the best player in Division II, and also became an All-American at the University of North Alabama. Coach Hall is an extreme and fierce competitor, somebody with boundless energy. He's a relentless recruiter, somebody whose best coaching days are certainly in front of him. He's somebody who has a passion to be the best at what he does. His values and priorities of faith, family, and education before athletics match the priorities that we have here at the University of West Georgia. He exhibited a passion on his interview. He exhibited a passion and an excitement for what has been created here at West Georgia, and shares in the belief that our future is very bright and our best days are ahead of us. We saw that without a doubt, he's a rising star in the coaching profession, and as I have said, his best days are in front of him in the coaching profession. In 3 years as a head coach, he's been a head football coach for 3 years, and these are some of his accomplishments. He has compiled a record of 25-11. His teams have made 2 appearances in the Division II playoffs, making it to the Final 16 in 2012. Led his team to back-to-back conference championships, that's Gulf South Conference championships. Twice was named Conference Coach of the Year. These are some of the best things. Beat Valdosta back-to-back for the first time in 2012, he beat University of North Alabama, Delta State University, and Valdosta State University for the first time in the same season in school history at the University of West Alabama. Has won 8 or more games in each of his 3 seasons. Both his offenses and defenses have set numerous school, conference, national records with their play. His players have been honored and recognized for their play also, virtually in every category, all conference, all region, all American, player of the year. So both team and players have been outstanding. Most importantly, in 2011, his team led the conference, led the Gulf South Conference in academic honor roll selections. So that's outstanding. With that said, it's my honor and it's my privilege to welcome Coach Hall, wife Rebecca, sons Tripp and Pete, to Carrollton, to the University of West Georgia, to the West Georgia family. Ladies and gentlemen, your next head football coach, Will Hall.
First, I want to say I'm just extremely excited to be here today. I want to thank Dr. Marrero and Dr. Estes and Coach Dickey for their first-class way of how they've handled this, just in every way. From the moment I got here, it's been obvious this is a first-class place in every way. I want to thank my wife. Moved her around a lot over the last few years to get to a special place like this. She's so excited. And, I admire toughness probably over any trade, but she's one tough sucker. So, I want to say this. What an unbelievable place you got here. I just got done talking to the team, and I said, man, y'all ought to get out of there. You ought to put that logo on and anything you got. You ought to have your chest pumped out, and you ought to be fired up. You ought to just be oozing with pride. It's just busting out of it. Because I'm telling you, I've been around in this conference. I've been around this country at this level. You've got so much to be proud of, and so much to sell, and so much to be thankful for. And it's time to take the next step. What a great foundation that has been built here. I'm so fortunate to be coming in here at this time. So many people have put so much time, effort, energy, and money into this place over the last several years to build a tremendous facility. Not just football, but this facility and everything on campus that's going on. And also, Coach Dickey and the foundation that has been laid with the football program. Everything is not broke here. I'm coming into a place that just went 6-5, that beat Delta State in a nice way the other night, and has a lot of really good players coming back. So I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to come here under those circumstances. Where we're at right now and where we're going. Where we're going is we have got to become a consistent Gulf South Conference champion. Okay? And we've got to get there quick. All right? And when you win conference championships over a consistent period of time, eventually things fall right where you can win a national championship. And I see no reason why, with the administration we've got, the place we're at, the facilities we have, the support we want, and the hunger that is in this room today, and the hunger that was displayed throughout this search, why we can't get that going and get it going very, very quickly. so how do we get there? Number one is recruiting. You know, we will build this thing the way it's been built. We'll start our base with Georgia high school guys. You know, this place will forever be a Georgia high school base for our recruiting. There's tremendous high school football, tremendous high school coaching in this state, and we will continue that trend and try to even raise the bar on that scale from there. We will also recruit transfers. We've been a very successful transfer. You know, we have a great recruiting plan for that. Where we've been, we'll transfer that over to here, and we will try to locate transfers, number one, that fit what we're about here as a university, okay, and also what we're about as a program. We'll locate those guys by need, and we'll go after them, you know, relentlessly, and we'll bring our share of those guys in as well. And then academically, we got to make sure we get them in school here, and then we got to make sure we're on top of them and we retain them. It's foolish to go out and get a bunch of really good players and get them here and not keep them here. So we've all got to band together, starting with me, and get them in here, get them to class every day, stay on them, demand what's right out of them, and make sure they stay here and get a degree and go out and represent our university in a positive way moving forward. Offensively, those of you that have kept up with us, you know, we've been extremely successful on offense everywhere we've been. We just got done leading the Gulf South Conference in virtually every offensive category. I'm a guy that believes you have to run the football to put a ring on your finger, and we'll play pass off of that and advance from there. But we've been extremely successful. I think we broke the Gulf South Conference this year in yards per play, yards per rush, and yards per pass. So we strive for balance and take what the defense gives us, but we will establish the run because I think you've got to do that to win a championship. Defensively, we've led the conference the last, I'm not sure how it ended up this year, but the last 2 years we led the conference in virtually every defensive category. I like to base out of a four-man front, but we'll be multiple, and you know, we've got to recruit players, you know, that are really good on defense. Sometimes it's easy to hide a lesser player on offense, you know, but on defense they'll expose you if you don't got them. So recruiting will be key there. And we want to be an attacking style defense that forces the issue and is very multiple in their looks. And in the kicking game, we want to be sound. You know, we want to take our chances and take our opportunities when they present themselves, but we always want to be a sound unit that never loses a game, you know, in that standpoint. And, you know, so that's kind of my plan in those three phases. Again, I want to say how excited me and Rebecca and our family are to be here. I want to, you know, emphasize again how proud you should be of this place, because you have got a special place. From an outsider coming in that's just getting here today, I'm here to tell you, man, you got so much to be proud of, so much to look forward to. We're going to get there. We're going to get there at a high rate of speed. We need everybody's help. We need everybody to band together from this point forward. Let's all move forward in a positive way. And, man, I can't wait. It's going to be a great journey, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun on the way doing it. So at this time, open it up for questions.
Yeah, we will. First of all, thank you.